Recently I've been trying to catch up to One Piece before it got to episode 1000. And while I was watching, this single question popped up in my head. When does the series become too long? Because I'm going to be honest, I'm on episode 600-ish and it hasn't felt long at all. But when does it? Is it at a certain number of episodes? Is it when hype dies down with episodes keep going and going? When does the series becoming too long? And when does the series break the balance of being worth watching? Hype. For some people, it's the main reason they watch series, and that's why their palate is almost as bland as vanilla ice cream. No sauce, no flavor, nothing. Just bland. But hype can also be an extra reason to watch the series and keep going, much like series that are getting hype right now, such as Chainsaw Man, Blue Lock, Platinum Man, and oh right, did I forget to mention the fact that none of these are out yet and they already gave viewers a reason to watch? I mean really, no offense, but I have absolutely zero reason to watch Detective Conan. And comparing them to One Piece, which has stayed in the top 5 of anime forever, 1.6 million to 130k is what anyone would call a flawless ratio. And this ratio has to be caused by hype. It doesn't take a marketing genius to know that hype can ensure your series to garner initial viewership, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out why there's always a cliffhanger at the end of every episode of anime, any Korean show. I haven't even watched it, but even Twilight, I'm pretty sure has some cliffhangers in there. Now, time obviously plays a huge factor. 3 episodes an hour or 9 episodes every 2 hours if you skip openings and endings. Regardless, it's a lot of time. And when anyone hears the number episode 992, anyone would think it's too late for me to catch up. What's the point? And they're absolutely right. I mean, One Piece uses the same formula pretty much every time. Oh, we got to a new island. Oh, we got a conflict. Oh, we beat him. Oh, party time. Oh, emotional goodbye. Oh, maybe let's recruit him. Every single anime has their formula, especially if it's shonen, slice of life, basically the generics is what I like to call them. And here's where it gets complicated. How long until the viewers get bored of that same formula? And that's purely up to you and other people. For some people, it's a short time. For some people, it's a long time. But for the majority of the anime fanbase, it's mostly pretty long. Isekai being beat to hell to the point where if there isn't an isekai in the upcoming season, there's something wrong. Shonen having the same generic template characters such as a main character that will fulfill their goal no matter what, the character that goes rogue for an arc or two, the character that's a hopeless romantic. We've been there, done that. So you could say they could drag out a 1,000 episode series pretty easily. And with longer running series, this has to be the most crucial aspect. Emotional investment. Yes, I want to see Luffy become the king of the pirates. Yes, I want to see Naruto become the Hokage. And yes, I want to see Conan detect. The longer the series is, the more important emotional investment is. And naturally, it'll happen, such as killing off important people the main character has around him, a conflict between the group of friends that the main character has that later enforces their friendship, or anything that will let the viewers connect at a more emotional level rather than just digging at it at a surface level. And the longer the series is, the easier it is. That's why with most 12 episode series, it's harder to give a fuck anymore. But when you go from 12 to 100, there's a huge difference. The fillers. Oh boy. The fillers. It is understandable why older series have fillers because things such as Crunchyroll or other websites didn't exist, and some of these series weren't meant to be binged the way me and other people do. There was a certain time slot where people could say, okay, Detective Conan is at this time and One Piece is at this time. That's perfect. That's why you'll see full-on arcs of flashbacks in these series and elongated fillers to prepare for a big animation job or just to catch up to the story. Or maybe it's another Christmas special. Regardless, with long-ass series, there's long-ass filler arcs, and some can be good, but I'm going to be honest, I just move on to the next episode like, thank you for the Christmas special, Toei Animation. But it's the middle of September and I'm just trying to catch up. So when exactly does a series become too long? I'd say a series becomes too long at the moment the formula of the show doesn't work anymore, or when the emotional investment just isn't there for the main cast as it was before. Would I say it's because of episode count? I personally wouldn't say that. It's more important how those initial episodes hook you to the series and make you interested in the rest of the series with consistent emotional investment, consistent formula abusing if it works, and consistent quality in writing and animation.